This man was catching rats for money, $1,000 for each one caught. This was a pickle factory from 100 years ago. The factory had mysteriously become infested with rats, so the boss hired rat hunters for the job. Seeing so many rats appear before him, the man thought he was about to strike it rich, but the next second, as the rats swarmed around his feet, he accidentally fell into a pickle vat. The workers below didn't notice and simply put the lid on top. The supervisor told the workers they could clock out and then locked the iron door. What was unexpected was that a closed sign had been put up, so the man was permanently trapped in the tank, and 100 years passed by. Fortunately, two kids entered the factory to explore and accidentally opened the tank lid. Suddenly, the man jolted awake from inside the tank, and the children were terrified by the horrifying sight and ran away. The man's emergence immediately caught the media's attention. He was then taken to the hospital for examination, where all his vital signs came back completely normal. The man asked the doctor where his wife was. The doctor told him that his wife had died 80 years ago and suggested he find someone new. Enraged, the man threw a punch and knocked the doctor unconscious. A few days later, the doctor told the man they had successfully found his only living relative. He had a great-grandson. What the man saw next was astonishing. His great-grandson looked remarkably similar to him, but when he was discharged from the hospital, the man was stunned by what he saw outside, buildings and structures he had never seen before. When he saw a taxi approaching, he was so frightened he wanted to fight it. After returning to his great-grandson's home, the man wanted to visit his wife's grave, so his great-grandson took him there, but it had been turned into a dump. In the middle of the cemetery, there was even a billboard standing there. At that moment, sewage from the billboard dripped down and splashed onto the tombstone. Some workers happened to come by to replace the advertisement and urgently told the man to leave. Seeing this made the man furious, and he punched the worker to the ground. Then he went home and scolded his great-grandson for not taking care of the family's misfortune, which led to a fight between the two. After leaving the house, the man immediately decided to make money and tear down that billboard. He then went into a store and bought 99 cucumbers. At checkout, the cashier asked for cash or credit card payment. Having just awakened in this era, the man had no modern currency. With no money, he had no choice but to search through garbage bins for edible cucumbers. Fortunately, he found a whole bag of cucumbers that looked pretty good. He even discovered a bag of salt. His ingredients were ready. Using a discarded shopping cart and wooden boards, he built a sales cart. He then went back to the garbage bins to look for discarded glass jars. Next, he went to a park, sliced up the cucumbers, and put them in the jars. He sprinkled salt over the cucumbers and arranged them neatly on the ground. After soaking in the rain overnight, the pickled goods were ready. When he arrived on a street, a customer became curious about the pickles. The customer asked for the first jar, and after eating the pickles, found them delicious. Soon more customers came to buy pickles. However, a few days later, he was arrested by police for not having a vendor's license. The pickles hadn't passed health inspections, and he was fined $10,000. As the man sat on the roadside wondering what to do next, two customers gave him some advice. They suggested he could expand his sales operation and have others help sell his pickle jars.